The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful Excellence Podcast. Come on in, smash the like button, like the video, share the video, do all of that good stuff that they got us doing now. Give it a hype. Whatever it is. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel or Jerome to do anything for us. Pillow biters that they are. Now, I know this has been spoken about, but it bears repeating. And as long as things like this exist, it is a testament to what men talk about and what we know and what women, today's modern women, decline to acknowledge that this is a reality. All the complaints in the world, but meanwhile, they put themselves in these positions. Now, I'm not going to focus on Stephon Diggs because he's only doing what these funky airheads allow them to do. I do not feel sorry for him. He now has to split his millions of dollars at least 4 ways because he's impregnating these birds. So I don't feel sorry for him. So let's just get that out the way. This ain't about him because this is his town. This is DIGGSTOWN. You remember the Lou Gossett Jr. movie, the boxing movie, DIGGSTOWN? Yeah, I just snatched his face off and put his head on it with these 4 birds that he impregnated, these stupid idiots that he impregnated, these dummies that he impregnated. They're lifeless units. I don't care how much they make themselves up and take these pregnancy pictures with this guts out, with those future comics they have in their bellies. I don't feel sorry for anything. This is bad for our community. Very bad. Very bad. I don't know these women except Cardi B. I don't know. I don't care. But this needs to be spoken about. You know what I do care about? I don't care about them. I care about the black community because this is ridiculous. This is just done on a high financial level. So let me go on record to say this because I know there's going to be some bird that's going to pop up later. I don't care what happens to his finances down the road. I don't care. This is his fault. He laid in all 4 of those beds, and he's going to have to deal with what's coming. Whole lot of heartache, a lot of cussing, a lot of child support. All these women said meal ticket. They didn't say marriage. They didn't say love of my life. They said for the next 18 years, it's going to be easy street. I'm going to be an influencer. I'm going to do panels. I'm going to write books. What do you do for a living? I got my coochie stretched by an NFL player. Now, how the hell? Let me ask y'all a question. DJ, salute to you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's all good, brother. It's all good, brother. You got to handle your business, man. I'm glad you're fine, man. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. I'm sorry I skipped the roll call this evening. I just wanted to get straight to this smoke. If these were your daughters, you proud of your daughter? You proud of your daughter? Tell me you proud of your daughter. If she's a baby mama by some NFL player, you already know what kind of time your daughter on. As a man, you proud? You proud of this? This is what it is? This is what you raised her to do? This is what you raised her to be? A dumpster? A sea dumpster? You're about to have a grandchild, right? You ever gonna get to meet this dude? You're going to see the results. What happens 3-4 years down the road? Oh, I went to go see him, and Cardi showed up with her 4 kids, and my baby don't get along with her babies. Yeah, but one of her babies is his half brother. That's his half sibling. So they're gonna have to get along. Oh, well, that B don't like me. She wrote a song, Daddy. She wrote a song about me. So what? This dude is just flinging the penis around, and you just hopped on it. So if these were your daughters, are you proud of this? This is what you raised her to do? This is what you raised her to be? I'm not worried about this dude. You're supposed to be teaching your daughter to stay away from dudes like this. We already know what kind of time he's on. He's laying and playing and running around the football. You know what's going to happen with him? In 5 years, he might get traded. He might get hurt. Somebody might say he's not worth the money that we paid him in the first place. He's going to turn around and be like, man, I'm paying out child support 4 times. And at the end of the day, I only got $200,000 so I can live off of? No, that's a bit much. Well, guess what, idiot? You gotta deal with this for the next 18 years. For all of those children, this is your fault. You need to put all these stupid ass athletes in one pot and just kick the pot off the top of the highest mountain ever. Him, Zion Williams. I mean, Zion is stupid, just stupid. These dudes ain't getting no tail when they were growing up. And you know what? I'm going to stop saying that. Because it's not even that. It's not even that. These guys have no penis discipline. None. None. Yeah, Mr. Big Play. Yeah. These guys have no penis control at all. They just throwing it out there with their money. It is stupid. And you know what? It's a sign of immaturity and no self-control. And it's a spit in the face of the community. Believe it or not, man, we have a responsibility to ourselves. Every time there's a video and you see black folks in the store acting crazy, these women twerking all over the place, these dudes with these I just saw a video a little while ago. Some dude walked inside of a convenience store and he was just talking, and he hopped on the counter and said something crazy, jumped down, and some security guard tackled him and cuffed him. He's like, yo, man, it's just a prank. It's just a prank, man. I'm an online comedian. You ain't making no money off this. And you're not funny. And I don't know who the hell you are. These fools get phones and they think they get a little internet fame. These be grown-ass men. Everybody a rock star. The reality is you're insecure and you're disgusted and you don't know any better. And social media has made men just as thirsty as we claim women to be for all these years. Now it's y'all niggas too. And I stress the word niggas because of everybody on this page right here and this meme I have moving around. Yeah. This don't represent me. This is dysfunction. I don't spoke on this before. But when Cardi B sat next to, what's her name? Oprah's best friend. You're pregnant? Yes. Child number 4. She said, congratulations. Do you not know in the 90s and in the 80s, she would, a woman like Cardi B wouldn't be able to sit in the same state as Oprah Winfrey or anybody she frequents, because they were anti that. They were anti this nonsense. They were anti that. This represents every bit of dysfunction in the black community. I'm gonna tell you something else. This dude ain't hot like that. He just runs with a football. What do these bitches do for a living? Cardi B's a rapper, right? And her dumb ass. Let me park on her dumb ass for a minute. She's a dummy. Word on the street is Offset, you tried to give him a $10 million go away settlement, and he said, no, I want half your ish. Nope, I want half your ish because I helped you get hot the way you were. You ain't gonna give me 10 million and have me step off. Nah. Whatever you worth, I'm entitled to half. If that's not the illest Uno reverse. And you know what? He might get it. He might get it. Don't get mad at him. It's the law, right? Y'all queens love running to the court and getting those folks involved in your business as long as you know they're going to give you half, right? Sort of like how they're going to do this dude. Yeah. Who's the other fool? Anthony Edwards. Got involved with this chick, knocked her up. She had the baby. He went to court. He said, well, how much am I be paying for this kid? The judge gave him a number. He said, you know what? Multiply this by 18 years and write her one check. And I think he wrote her a check for 1.5 million. And that was all the child support for the next 18 years. Guess what that dumbass did? She ran through the money and she's trying to take him back to court for more money. What you taking him back to court for? Y'all weren't married. Y'all didn't live together, to my knowledge. But he paid his child support. What more do you want? So you fool-ass women be shooting yourself in the foot sometimes. Yeah, Mr. Big, she's still married to Offset, and she's pregnant by this fool who got 3 other girls pregnant. They should be in hiding. They shouldn't be taking pregnancy pictures. This type of dysfunction is celebrated. Yeah, Mr. Monk, she done spent it all. She spent all that bread. She trying to get Anthony Edwards back in the court? No, he did what he was supposed to do. What do you want? You mismanage your money, stupid. You a smart, intelligent boss chick. Go to work. She pretty. Do a podcast. All these chicks get on there and start talking about, oh, well, we don't need men. No men. You need them to get that belly plumped, and when you spit that kid out, it's going to turn into a shriveled up prune. Exactly. Then what you going to do? The real flex is marrying a man at this caliber. That's the real flex. Hey, ladies, you want to know how stupid y'all are? How about marrying this man, staying with him, and you know he's a serial cheater. He can't keep his penis in his pocket because he's throwing it around like a damn vibrator. Just deal with that. And then when you're ready to vamos, you take the babies, you take one of the houses, you take one of the cars, or 2 of the cars, take the properties, and you legitimately are entitled to half his shit. That's the flex. These chicks just run around. You know what we know what we called them around here a while ago? We called them pops. These chicks are just pops. Cardi B is a pop. I don't know the other names of these. I ain't even bother to look them up, but that's their face. And these are our proud women. And you take him and posting pregnancy pictures, and he's just flinging that ding-a-ling around, and y'all cool with this? And this has become normalized? You're just a pop. I have no respect for these damn rump wranglers. I have no respect. Smut-tastic. The Smut-tastic 4. and they're bastard kids. These are half brothers and sisters, whatever they're going to be. They're not going to be around each other all the time. How often is he going to see these babies? Are the women going to get along? Who wants to bet that at least 3 of these bitches are going to get into a fist fight soon? Who wants to bet? Stupid ass. This is our community. And I'm going to tell you something else. Ain't no fixing this. Ain't no fixing this. You can't fix this. Ain't no fixing this. We've been speaking out against things like this for how long now? Long time. And these knuckle draggers keep doing this. And I don't acknowledge them as a part of the community. These are filthy animals. I don't know these 3 sinners, but I do know Cardi B. I hate her music. I hate her accent. She's a living, walking contradiction. Your BBL look like it smelled bad. All right. You talk shit about your damn fan base. I saw all of that. It was just crazy. And I hope Offset takes everything that he deserves from you by way of the law. Stephon Diggs, you know, you're just a fucking clown with some athletic talent. That's all you are. And you're going to learn. You're going to learn. And the other 3 smuts, I feel sorry for the babies because they didn't ask to be here. When they get older and they learn what they come from, it's going to be fucking embarrassing. Because this is not, you don't normalize bad behavior. That's why I get annoyed. Like when I do open up the panel and I'm talking boxing and they be like, yeah, well, you know, this guy, you know what it is when you grow up in the hood. No, I don't know what it is. I didn't grow up like you, stupid. Why do you think that all black people grow up the same? Why do you think all our story is, oh, we come from roaches in the cereal box and there was no daddy around and all that I got is you? No. That wasn't my life. Sorry. Rashad, what up? That wasn't my life. I didn't grow up like that. I had some family members that were less fortunate. I had some friends that were less fortunate. But I didn't grow up like that. Sorry. 2-parent household, y'all. Sorry. Musa salute. I ain't grow up like that. Sorry. I don't identify with none of that nigga. That's how I call it, nigga nonsense. Come on, you know how it is. You know, you got a girl here and a girl there. And what? You got 3 baby mamas? Nah, I can't. No, I don't know what that's about. I don't know. No, can't say that I know. Nope. That's your stupid ass story, not mine. Your daddy ain't teach you better? Idiots. Your single mama ain't teach you better? Loser. Dummies. Embarrassing. Straight embarrassing. You guys make me sick. So this is DIGGSTOWN. He done dug all 4 of these idiots out. And this is further proof that you know, when they start getting into the statistics and you're like, oh well, black men ain't involved in, you know, the lives of these women and their kids, and black men are absent. Look, man, y'all, the Oprah argument, Oprah killed her own argument. Because when the numbers came out, she couldn't hide behind her words anymore. And she had to retract that 30 years of dragging us. So get a new argument. Pick a new struggle, because it was all wrong as well. It was a lot to begin with, stupid ass. Dummies, smuts, bastards, clowns. It's all wrong. You know what this proves right here? Eric Jordan, salute. Rashad, salute. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. You know what this proves? All these chicks that have the same complaint about men, this is further proof that these bitches are dogpiling the same dude. This is proof right here. Because let me give you something else. It's not only guys like Stephon Diggs doing this. It'd be the brokest niggas in whatever hood. How many dudes you know ain't never worked a real job, live at home with their parents or grandparents, but somehow they were genetically over 6 feet tall. They played a lot of basketball. They didn't work, but they played a lot of basketball, so they had an athletic build. And the women loved those dudes. And they were beating down everything in a 5-mile radius. But he was the brokest dude you know. But you know what? He looked good. All these chicks be dogpiling the same man. You have 4 women openly dealing with this dude. Now, the only way I would salute this is if they got into a poly situation. They all moved in one mansion and they were all under one roof and all the kids were being raised by them. And it's a team effort. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but this is not the case. Roger, what up? He said he worked with a dude that had 16 kids with 12 rooms. You know what? Unbelievable. That's crazy. If it's not a poly situation, I'm not hearing it. But I want you guys to understand, no matter how rich, no matter how wealthy these chicks are, no matter, you see how they look? They're not ugly. No matter how rich or wealthy, because there's a difference, a woman is a woman is a woman is a woman. And these boss chicks dogpiled this NFL player. So when we say the bad dudes, that's a low percentage of men, because the majority of men don't behave in this fashion. These bitches don't want to believe it. But here's Exhibit A right here. Oh no, well, this is a rare case. No, it's not. Cardi B, realistically, with her financial status, does she really need to deal with Stephon Diggs? Does she need to? Mr. DJ, 100%. Yes. Does she need to deal with him? No. In fact, she's already married. She's not out of that yet. So what kind of time is she on? I think you know. She's been telling you through her music. She's a thunder smut. And these other 3 idiots, they know what type of time he's on. This is a meal ticket for them. I don't know who these bitches are. But these are, I'm telling you, these chicks, they're going to be the loudest bitches online when they spit those babies out. They're going to be talking about how bad he is and it was a mistake. Somebody's going to say it was a mistake. Somebody's going to say, oh, he promised me this. He promised me that. Somebody's going to have a podcast. Somebody's going to write a book. Somebody's going to accuse him of being gay. It's going to happen. And I'm going to look at this idiot and say, hey, you know what you should have did? Get a vasectomy and just run with the damn football, you idiot, dummy. Whatever he got coming to him, it's well-deserved. I don't feel sorry for these idiots, man. I don't feel sorry for Zion when he's 1 or 2 cheeseburgers away from him getting waived by every team. He has no penis discipline. He has no diet discipline. So he's almost up. My brother, Broken Traditions in the building. So salute, brother. And these other 3 birds, I mean, he's asking for it. But these women are you women dogpile the 1 or 2% of men that are no good for you. And you know they're no good for you. But whether it's money or he just wore those gray sweats to the store that day and it was hitting him in the kneecap, y'all dogpile this guy. And I love the, here's the funny part. You smuts think, in this instance, they know they're not the only one. I'm letting y'all know right now. This would be like one of those Hollywood secrets like 30 years ago. It wouldn't be talking about this out loud. But we are so deep in dysfunction that this is accepted. And I'm telling you it's unacceptable. I'm telling you it's unacceptable. Now, fellas, I need y'all to understand this. Every time these behemoth broads, these wide back linebacker women get on these podcasts and start complaining about men, always refer to DIGGSTOWN 2.0. Why is Cardi B impregnated by this NFL player that got 3 other hoes pregnant at the same time? And I'm telling you, this bitch knew. All of them knew about each other. How could this happen? And don't let them tell you that this is an isolated incident and this doesn't happen all the time. We've seen this story on a street level. How many dudes, fellas, how many dudes you grew up with that just, he just, for some reason, he always had women around him? How many dudes you grew up with that just had women around him like that? It's like, all right, bro, calm down. Relax, buddy. It's all right. It's okay to tell chicks no sometimes. How many dudes you knew you had that 1 or 2 dudes in the crew that always had chicks around them? And then when you get a little older, some of those chicks turn into baby mamas. Say, bro, slow down. I knew a dude that was down bad, like in a rut where he couldn't get a day job for a while. And his mama had to tell him, boy, you just gonna have to bite the bullet. Get a job and let them garnish you until you catch up. And that's what he did. And then I told y'all about my boy who plays ball with this other dude that looked like Rick Fox, a little smaller version of Rick Fox. Light-skinned nigga with the curly hair and hazel eyes or green eyes, whatever he was. 5 baby mamas, right? The 5th chick, or was it 4? I forget. I told the story. I did a whole live about it. And the last chick worked for sanitation out here, and he was going to marry her. And I do remember Shorty not being clear on his relationships with these other women. Like, didn't know that he had all those other babies. I'm like, what you mean she don't, nigga? Because you know what's going to happen, right? And he wasn't working, by the way. You know what's going to happen with him, right? Once she ties a knot with him, that debt becomes hers. And he's talking to me like this is normal behavior. I'm looking at my boy like my boy's giving me the cutthroat sign. I'm like, bro, all right. When the night was over, I dropped him off. I dropped him off first, and I was dropping my boy off. I said, yo, don't bring that nigga around me no more. It was annoying to listen to him because I just asked a little bit of questions, but everything he said was wrong. I said, man, this dude, he's crazy. And by the way, he was still sleeping with baby mama number 1 or 2. I forgot, but it's on my channel. I spoke about it. And these are the dudes that these chicks dogpile. Dula, what up? They dogpile you. They want this. They want this. On this level, this $1 million level, or on the hood level. This has become normalized. But what's normal is all this complaining that they do about dudes. Fellas, always tell them, hey, you chose them. You chose them. You did this. What you mad at me for? What you mad at me for? You chose them. You know what I saw? I'm going to do a video about this. There's a CEO, and I saw it on Instagram. Y'all may have seen it or not. I saw this yesterday. She's in the room with prisoners, and she's telling the prisoner to curl her like a weight. And somebody was taking pictures. And I'm like, that's a CEO? You know how many of these stories you've heard where the female CEO is pregnant by the goddamn inmate? That's like a thing. So I'm looking at this stupid ass black chick getting curled by this big light-skinned dude. I'm like, yo, he's beating those buns. Why are you taking yo, bro? Yo, women shouldn't work in a male prison. They should not, because they cannot be trusted. Look it up. Look how many female CEOs pregnant by inmates. Happens all the time. They're around these dudes all the time. These are dudes that look like dudes on their block. So they're in a condition where they can control them and do anything they want with them. Some of these chicks be smashing these dudes in the prison. The general told y'all stories when he was locked up. You know, this female CEO would come through and start twerking for them and shit. It's what they do. These modern women today are fucking sexual deviants, man. And they're disgusting. Tired of their ass, man. Man. What happened to classy women? You know, I'm going back and forth with a lab rat right now on Instagram. There was a car dealership, and video's kind of old, but somebody just responded to me on the gram. You know, the video's old, and I said something on the post, and it's a bunch of chicks twerking. And they twerking to some music, and I'm like, why every time I turn around, women gotta be shaking their ass? And they got in trouble with the boss that owned the joint. He says, yo, I don't pay y'all to advertise online my place of business for dancing. And they said, I don't know if he fired some of them or whatever, but they said, you know, they got in trouble. And all it was a bunch of, you know, women. A majority of them were women of color. And what do you think they were doing? They weren't doing the electric slide. They all jumped and turned around and they went to town. They cellulite bouncing in all directions and shit. And I'm like, look at this shit, man. I'm like, yo, what happened to classy women? What happened to leading with your mind? What happened to stop looking at me? I'm more than just my body. What happened to that? Do you know how many smuts are in there telling me, oh man, they just having fun? You know how many Captain Save-A-Hole bitch ass niggas is in there talking about, yo man, you taking it too serious. I'm like, your mama raised you to your mama does this? Your mama would do this? Your mama okay with this? Yo, we're done. We are done. We are done. This one smut. And see, the thing is, I could go to your picture and look at your face and tell that you're a little girl. I told this bitch, don't address me. I'm old enough to be your father. And your biological father, if you know him, he failed you, stupid. He failed you because your single mama chased his ass away, and now you're out here telling me to let these black women go on and do their goddamn thing, twerking for sales. Leave them alone. They just having fun. When do black women not twerk? It's old. It's been done. It's used up. It's ridiculous. So I told the little smut, run along, stop addressing me. I'm telling you as an elder, lead with your mind, little girl. Twerking ain't it. That's something for you and your man in the bedroom. The World Wide Web shouldn't know how big your ass is and how good it shakes. We shouldn't know shit like that. Sister Shahrazad Ali warned us about all of this shit. And you know what? Black women hated her for it. But you know what? Some of them agree with her now because that message she was conveying was in the early 90s, late 80s. And look at us now. We didn't follow the core principles of what she was saying. What to look out for. Men, y'all didn't follow the principles. What to look out for. And here we are. You got this idiot running around on a football field, and these bitches, they didn't say love. They didn't say, I want to marry this man. They said meal ticket. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, yeah, Abdullah. I heard about that. This is not my community. This is not what we do. But they putting this on a motherfucking pedestal, and it's embarrassing. I don't justify any of this dumb shit. This is ridiculous. This couldn't be my son. Because if his father's smart, if he's around, if anybody corners him and says, hey man, you about to be a grandfather to at least 4 babies, I would say I'm gonna love those babies. But my son's a fucking idiot. Because I didn't meet not one of those women, not one of those girls. I don't know their character. And I don't know how he's going to raise those fucking babies. But he's cut from my cloth, and all of those babies that he made are my business now. And I ain't raise him like that. Yeah, I know. So what? He's rich. So what? So what? How many of these dumbass women, you heard them say, oh, I ain't asked for money. I just want to spend time with this baby. You know what that translates to? You don't want to spend time with that baby because where that baby lives, with your ass. You want him in your crib. You want him pounding you again. That's what it is. Too many of these babies being born out of motherfucking situations rather than love, man. Stormy said that a while ago. And this is why we goofed up now. I'm saying it should be a big story, but you know, it's really tragic. It's really tragic. These women are disgusting, and he's disgusting. Yeah, Sam Mack, you know, there's women, some women are cheering this fool on. Let me go to my Instagram real quick. Let me see if this smut responded to me. You know, smuts, they oh my God, what the hell is this? These Smuts can't they can't shut it. My brother Theo Coop, the Do Better podcast in the building. Salute, brother. I ain't got to tell y'all go, y'all make sure you go subscribe to my brother Theo Coop, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, this Ashley bitch, she keep talking to me. You see what I'm saying? Let me respond to her. I'm gonna read to you what I'm gonna say to her. Jesus, Smut, you keep talking like most of you nappy-headed linebackers. Shut your filth. Stop justifying smut behavior. And I'm gonna say again. Your single mother failed you. Oh man. All of this because she's justifying a group of women bouncing around to sell cars at a dealership. Let me be clear when I say this too. But real quick, before I go any further, Theo, I got a question for you.
Can I ask you what's going on? 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 Can I ask you what's going
on? Yo, that last one when he said, "Ooh." Oh my God. Sometimes I'll play that on loop for like 20 times before I shut down my computer. That is so funny. Oh man. But all of this because some young nappy-headed knuckle dragging, anti-princess is mad that I said, women need to do better and stop twerking. Stop twerking. You're twerking for sales. If I owned that car dealership and I'm at home and they say, hey man, do you know that your employees put out something on social media? I'd be like, well, what they put out? Well, look at this. And I see a bunch of the women that I hired twerking. That's not my target market. I don't want a bunch of dudes coming in here test driving my cars, but they really trying to get a date with these chicks. My target market ain't no nigga nonsense. That's not my target market. I'd be down there, like, yo, next business day, I'm like, yo, all of y'all get in the damn office. What the fuck is this? I didn't ask you to do this. I'm about making money, but I'm not trying to attract this stupid crowd. What do you think? What kind of crowd do you think is going to come here? These niggas ain't going to be spending money. They're shopping for you. Now, if you want to go sell your twat, go somewhere with that. I'm trying to run a business here. Y'all remember the Turkey Hut? They started playing music and these chicks start jumping up on tables and twerking. Dude said, no. This ain't the place for that. This is for black people to relax and act accordingly. This ain't the place for you twerking and acting all crazy. If you're going to do that, do it somewhere else. Tired of these chicks doing that shit. It's become synonymous with our culture. I told y'all the story about the women talking about, oh, I make 6 figures and my job takes me around the world. She stops in Italy, goes out on a date with this man, and she's telling this dude about her, and she makes this money, and she's an intelligent black woman, and he says, yeah. Do you twerk? What? Twerk. Do you twerk? That's all he wanted to know. Does your fine black ass twerk? Woke, what up? Does your fine black ass twerk? That's all he cared about. He didn't care about her money. He didn't care about her job taking her around the world. He looked at her brown skin and looked at those hips. He just wanted to know, do you twerk? You are a sexual object? And you might not be out here twerking, but you know what? You're standing awfully close to the bitches that do. And that's why I tell these chicks all the time, you need to start calling these hoes out. Stop defending them. Stop defending them. Woke, what up? Chilltown, what up? Pinball, salute. Stop defending them. Why are you defending them? These smuts defend every damn thing. Right now, I just responded to a smut on that video where these chicks are twerking and bouncing around. What are you selling? You're not selling cars. These chicks had the crazy fat asses. You're not selling cars. You're selling yourself. My daughters don't do that. And how are you defending that? And all these smut ass dudes, Captain Saver smut on there talking about, yo, lighten up. That no, nigga, you lighten up. If that's your daughter, you gonna put up with that? That's okay? I don't care how old she is. J-Man, salute. That's okay? You think that's cool? Normalized. And I got some dumbass on there responding to me. I just want to see how long she's going to do it. I went to a thing. That bitch is not even 25. Dummy. You know what I always do? I let them go on for a couple of days. And I say, you know what? Put out a twerking video right now. Send it to your mother. Put up a video of you twerking and then show it to your moms and post that. I want to see that. And if your mom says, that's good, baby, I might have damaged your mother's throat in the 90s if you live anywhere in the tri-state. I mean, I might have knocked her teeth out with my penis. And the apple might not fall far from the tree.
Get your hand off my penis!
It's over for y'all. In your jaw. Fuck out of here. I was taking my junk and using your tonsils as a speed bag. Come on, man. Shut up. Let them have fun, man. Shut up. That's all you idiots are worth. This dude got 4 of these idiots pregnant. There should be outrage. There should be disgust. There should be panels about how stupid he is and how stupid these women are and how ridiculous Cardi B is. But she can get away with robbing dudes after she drugged them, and that's okay. She got on stage and told you, your daughter, your niece, get yourself a sugar daddy, but she don't let her kids listen to her goddamn music. She got married to Offset, and while she's married to him, she's pregnant by this fool. See, all of this is related, y'all. Twerking to sell cars. Got the babies twerking on cars. I remember that video? So you got people selling the cars, twerking to sell cars. You got the babies twerking on a car. Shout out to the adult that recorded that shit. And all of this, and you got this fool that got 4 chicks pregnant. These same chicks are going to say men ain't shit. But we tell you, yo, you dogpiling the dudes that ain't shit. Y'all dogpiling the same guy. You want a breath of reality? Go watch that Pop the Balloon show. You see it all the time. A dude walks out. There's nothing wrong with him. He might be about 5'9" or 6 feet tall. They start busting the balloons. I don't like his shoes. I don't like his shirt. I don't like his glasses. I don't like his hair. And there's something wrong with all them bitches standing there. I'm telling you. Theo said he dumb as fuck. But if them women was saying she won like this, dude was better than Offset. I'm telling you. I can't wait to see what happens with this motherfucker. Don't blow out no ACL. Don't tear nothing, bruh. Because they're gonna want their money. If you're smart, take all these dumbasses to court and say, yo, look, judge, round my shit up to 18 years. What do I owe these hoes? And write one check so you ain't got to worry about it. That's over with. Yeah, Sam Mack and Cardi B don't even like her fans. She's like the female Tank Davis. She don't like y'all bitches. She don't even like y'all. All these chicks are poison. That what's that bitch? Sprinkle, piss. That bitch. First of all, I think I just saw a video of her body today. I think if it's her, that bitch is built like an ironing board with AIDS. If that was her. That's number one. Number two, she gives the absolute worst advice that she don't even follow. Number three, that bitch married. And y'all running behind her? Piss. Her husband don't care. He's like, man, this bitch is making money telling these bitches to do the absolute worst thing because everything she telling y'all to do, she don't do here. My food be done and I get head when I'm eating spaghetti. That's why you don't know how he look and he don't say shit. You listening to these idiots. You can't even listen to Oprah. Oprah's the one that tore down men for 30 years. And now when the real news came out, she's saying, hey, black men are the most involved parents in like the world. We're the most desired men in the world. Women always talking about, oh man, well, you know, men are jealous of us. They're intimidated by a smart woman. No, we're the most desired for everything. When you got white folks telling their kids, if you get lost, run to a black man. Do you know why they say that? Because we're going to get your help. You know why they say don't run to a white man? Because they know themselves. They're freaks. They got kids in the basement, bodies in the lot. Come on, man. They know they crazy. Delano, salute. They know they crazy. But the black men that they do pick, it's like Stephon Diggs. Whether they're millionaires or living at home with their mama, they pick this guy with the most swag. Either he got $1 million in the bank or $1 million worth of swag. But they're gonna complain the same. What do you think their baby mamas do for a living? I don't know, but let's guess. How many of y'all think that one of these chicks gonna say, I'm an influencer? Cardi B's a rapper. And a horrible one at that. What about these other bitches? What are they gonna tell you? I'm an influencer. I'm a business owner. Let me see. I'm a business owner. I'm an influencer. And I do hair. In other words, you're unemployed. You're unemployed. Yeah, Mr. DJ, exactly. Swag is an acronym. Suddenly, we're all goofy. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the other thing. I've been seeing an abundance of chicks talking about, why can't I find a man? Why can't no man date me? He's intimidated by me. Then you look on their LinkedIn, you see OnlyFans there. And it's like a lot of these chicks. And I said, I can't believe this, man. OnlyFans is on your LinkedIn? Where have we gone? OnlyFans is on your LinkedIn? Please go sit somewhere and don't move forever. Shearer 7. Man, shut up, stupid. Sprinkle. Shut up. The dumbest shit. Had these bras running behind this idiot. Like, what the fuck? What? Are y'all for real? I sat there and listened to the shit she was telling these women. I said, man, these women finna die. These women they finna die. They want to hear everything that's therapeutic. When KS got on here and told them what men were saying, and then when we say, hey, man, he's right. Oh, y'all just listening to him. No. Godfather will say, I'm just saying shit that men been saying for years. He told you that. Watch this. Godfather had more people married through his mixer than Shearer 7 ever had. How many happily married couple came from the Kendra G show? And I ain't shitting on her. I'm just asking because I don't know. How many people spun the block and came back to Kendra G and say, yo, man, the guy that I met or the lady that I met, we're getting married in a couple of years or a couple of days or a couple of weeks, a couple of months. Has that ever happened? It could have. I don't know. I'm asking. I don't recall. How many marriages have Shearer 7 been responsible for? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the goal, right? I want to be married. In other words, you are intolerable. If you want to know what a man wants, wouldn't it make sense to talk to a man? Oh, but these niggas ain't shit. No, you dating niggas like Stephon Diggs. He's $1 million ain't shit nigga, and y'all about to learn. Low-hanging fruit. His own teammates say, yo, if there was one person that you wouldn't allow your sister to date on your team, who would it be? Every nigga in the locker room said Stephon. Everyone said that. I said, what's good with him? Then Cardi B. And Auntie Gail gonna sit there and say, congratulations. Congratulations? On what? She's still married. What are we doing? Please tell me that this makes sense. Is this normal? Am I wrong on this? Is this normal? Do you live like, who lives like this? Who don't see a problem with this? Everybody in this meme is an idiot. Every last one of them, from top to bottom, left to right, north, south, east, and west. Who thinks I'm wrong on this? Everybody's dumb. The world done lost their cotton picking mind. And anyone that agrees, tell me if your daughter came home and said, hey, man, I'm pregnant by Diggs. Diggs who? Stephon Diggs, an NFL player. What the fuck? What? You got to be out your mind, bro. This is ridiculous. This is disgusting. And this is the behavior that has become normal, especially in the black community. So I get annoyed when I see things like this. I get annoyed when I see women twerking to sell cars at a car dealership. I promise you, if that was my dealership, all them bitches would have got fired. I don't give a damn. I didn't ask you to promote my damn business like that. Who okayed that? Did you run it by me? I'm not running a review night for you ladies, man. Get out. Those are not the customers I want. Got a bunch of knuckle draggers and thirsty ass niggas coming up to my place of business the next day. Yo, where that chick at with the tight skirt on? Yo, I want to test drive a car. You want to test drive a car? You ain't buying nothing. Line out the door, niggas just wanting to see you. Ain't no one buying nothing, man. Get out of here. No sooner at the turkey joint in Houston, right? He said, we trying to have this place of business for black people to relax and have a good time and not be disgusted. If I'm not mistaken, he put them chicks out. And then the fat BBL bitch came up in there with just sneakers on, just ass naked, because they had a dress code. And mind you, waiting online to get in that place was a woman, a man, and her child. And she's walking around there naked. I'm telling you right now, I'd have hit her in the back of the head with a pie or something. Straight comedy. I'd have snatched her wig off or something. And that same nasty bitch was walking through the mall and she flashed her female parts in the front in a crowded mall. Can you imagine you walking with your family, your loved ones, your parents probably, and your shorties, and she just flashed the camera? You can show in the world her cootie cat. Again, that's why I'll take a pie and hit it in the face. Don't nobody want to see your goddamn yeast infection. You used up hey nanu nanu. You disgusting piece of shit. Get out of here. Where are we as a community? Theo Coop in that super chat salute, man. He says, as a straight black man, I can firmly say I'm so tired of seeing these chicks twerk, tired of seeing our women sexualizing themselves. Y'all are more than just y'all ass cheeks. And this is what I'm going back and forth with this smut on the gram right now. This is what I'm saying. And that's all I said. I didn't say anything wrong on that post other than my detest on that. And I hate to see sisters do that shit to themselves. And I got a slew. There's like 300 comments on my comment, bro. Some people are agreeing with me. Most of them are not. There's these thirsty ass niggas. Yo, lighten up, bro. I'm not your bro. You like seeing bitches do that? You jack off on your own time. I'm tired of seeing it. Because you know why? Not every woman does that. But the problem is there's not enough proper women speaking out against that shit. There's not enough women speaking out about this dumbass. There's not enough women speaking out about this. He's a jerk and he's got 4 other jerks knocked up. And right now, I'm in a situation where it's become about her. This fool trying to go back and forth with me on the gram. It's become about her and not the situation. That's how you know you're dealing with an immature person. Because if I'm talking about my disdain for what I'm seeing, ain't got nothing to do with you. You defending it. Why? Because at some point you did it. I forgot what I was going back and forth with this lab rat about a month ago, but I went to her page. Every other picture, she's squeezing her B-cup titties together and she got her tongue out her mouth. Little smut, you got nothing to say to me. Take the piercing out your tongue, get a good education, and stop sexualizing yourself, you stupid ass. Your mama failed. Your single mama failed you because you don't know your daddy. Word, you like twerking and wagging your tongue? Take this picture, send it to your father. Can you do that? And they start talking about everything else. I'm like, no. Answer the question. This picture right here. Can you send this picture? I'll be like, 3rd picture from the top, from the left. Can you send that picture to your father, respectfully? The answer is no. Smut-tastic. Standing too close to the bad ones and you're not saying anything. That sisterhood will not do you any well. Now, at any point, am I high-fiving Stephon Diggs? No. This dude is a damn idiot. Zion Williams, idiot. Sean Kemp from back in the day. Remember Sean Kemp? Idiot, 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 idiot. Hey, leave the kids out of it. Y'all know what happened to Magic Johnson, right? Sure, y'all know he got HIV. Y'all know that. Did y'all ever hear how he told the story when he was on the Arsenio Hall show? He wasn't profane about it, but he was very clear on I don't know where I got it, but I got it. Dude was in there having 3 or 4 women at the same time, y'all. Whole time he was married. Okay? Magic was spreading that magic. 4 women at the same time in different cities. We're all dogging it. And now look. A lot of y'all weren't even born, or y'all were kids. I remember I was coming home from school. My brother was coming outside. He said, yo, you saw the news? I said, nah. What happened? He said, yo, Magic Johnson has to retire. I said, well, what happened? He broke his leg? He said, nah, bro. My brother said, nah, he got AIDS. That's what he said. I said, whoa, what? But back then, we didn't know. He said, then I went upstairs and it was all over the news. It was HIV. I said, oh, he got HIV. But I said, man, he gonna die. No, he got money. And he had the best, he had access to the best medicine. And then y'all remember he came back for a little while and Charles Barkley had a problem. Y'all remember that. And he retired again. So to my knowledge, he didn't produce any babies, but he had got that monster. Luckily for him, we got advanced medicine and you could live a full life. See what I mean? So let me ask y'all a question. You think these are the only 4 bitches he raw dogged? You think he's asking, when was the last time you've been tested? I mean, he might. You think these smuts cared? He said he got financial aids. Exactly. Double entendre. Said Ryan Wright was the face of AIDS until Magic. Yeah. Ain't nothing to celebrate. This dude don't care about STDs. This dude don't care about family. He damn sure don't care about these bitches. And they don't care about him. Don't get it fucked up. But this is not a representation of the community, the black and brown community. It's not a representation at all. And when I say I'm not cool with it, I get attacked. And I'm cool with getting attacked, but I'm going to keep on talking about it. And if you defend this bullshit, I'm questioning you, your fat linebacker mama, your absent father, and everything that raised you. And that's another thing. I'm talking to kids that were born in 2000, 2001. I'm talking to kids that don't remember 9/11. Y'all don't know shit. The internet raised you. My parents raised me. Family raised me. The streets did not raise me. I played outside and I had to be in before the street lights came on. I understood discipline. I had parents in my ear. I had parents to say, cut off the Atari and read about 5 pages of that book. And I hated it. But thanks to that, I could speak a sentence in proper English. The internet didn't raise me. The internet is raising you kids. And y'all think that y'all have access to all of this sexual behavior and everything else. You kids have no idea. You're numb to things and it's ridiculous. And I'm laughing at you. Because when you could normalize one guy having 4 women pregnant at the same time and women twerking to sell cars, and this is normal behavior for you, let me tell you how far back I go. All right, the Maury Show. That's not what the show used to be. There was a lot of talk shows. And when a woman got on stage and there was a paternity situation going on, and one guy, the first time I saw a paternity situation was on the Ricky Lake show. This woman brought two guys on there, and they were friends, and she said, I slept with him, and then I slept with him a month later. It's one of these guys, and it came out that neither one of them were the father, and that was the biggest thing in the world. It was like, oh! Right? I was in the house like, oh my God, that's crazy. She's ruined. She can't go back to her block. Oh my God. Went to school the next day. We were all talking about it. Oh my God, you wish she lived. Oh, it's over for her. Well, it went from that to every chick was on Maury. Once Maury started doing paternity tests, that became normalized. Yeah, I'm going to Maury to find out because this dude's ducking my seed and he's the baby daddy. And how many of those chicks end up running off the stage, down the hall, out the building, into oncoming traffic, straight to the ocean? It's become normalized now. Who was watching when the melee broke out on the Geraldo Rivera show, when he had the neo-Nazis up there? They threw a chair at him and broke his nose. Who remembers that? I was watching that night or that afternoon. I was watching it when it happened. That was a big deal. Oh man, a fight broke out. It made the news. Because one of those dudes threw a chair and hit Geraldo in the face and it broke his nose, and he could continue with the show. The Geraldo Rivera show. It's on YouTube, that episode. Put Geraldo Rivera fight. That was like unseen. We never seen nothing like that. Y'all remember the Morton Downey Jr. show? Screaming at people and getting in their face and throwing people off the stage, like, get off my stage. And, you know, he was hot in those streets for a while. And then enter who? The Jerry Springer show. And it became normalized. See what I mean? Yeah, Mr. D. Yeah, Morton Downey Jr. used to come on out here at like 9 o'clock. They started airing them at PM when the kids were asleep. But that Geraldo Rivera thing happened. It was daytime talk show when that happened. And I remember, I think it may have been Geraldo, or was it Morton Downey? I think it was Geraldo. The Geraldo Rivera show. Al Sharpton, when he was fat, had gotten into a fist fight with this other brother. I forget his name. That was crazy. Pushed him out the chair. It's on YouTube. All this shit is on YouTube. Yeah, the Richard Bay show, that wasn't the name of the show at first. The name of the show when he took over was called People Are Talking. And it was a regular talk show. Jerry Springer was a regular talk show because the regular talk show guys were retiring. Phil Donahue retired. He was the king of talk shows, and he left. Phil Donahue retired. And Jerry Springer fit that mold. And then he had one crazy show, and then they said, man, our ratings went through the roof. We need to get crazier, but still wear that suit, though. And it became trash TV. Sally Jesse Raphael, that was Oprah's good friend. There's a history with this stuff. A lot of y'all might not know. There's a history with this shit. But the crazier it got, the ratings went through the roof and they fed us more crazy stuff and it became normalized. Same thing with the internet. I remember when dial-up, the internet was a great thing. Dial-up, you have to wait 5 minutes to download a 10-second clip of pornography. 5 minutes and it's finally there. It's like, oh shit, 10 seconds and chick just shaking her butt. And then we had what? High speed. Oh, now you could download it in the snap. And now you got the Wi-Fi and the high speed and, you know, all this other stuff. And now everyone's desensitized to the pornography and everything. And this is why they're looking at guys like me saying, hey, man, this ain't so bad. Yes, it is. Because by the time you're 30 and you done, you know, slammed your college years away, you got your high body count and probably spit out a kid out of wedlock, that's become normalized. That's Just My Baby Daddy. Hated that song when it came out because it enabled a lot of bullshit. Oh, I can hear it on the radio, so, you know, me having a child out of wedlock, it's not so bad. Yes, it is bad. As a matter of fact, it's fucking horrible. That's Just My Baby Daddy. Shut up. Now, fast forward. Here we are in 2025 going on 2026. And what we got here? Bullshit. We got bullshit. I got kids 21 years old telling me, just let them do their thing. No. And this leads to these chicks, by the time they're in their 30s, and they're sitting across the dinner table from the guy that's made something for himself. By the time he's 35, he's developed into who he is. And he's like, okay, in the next maybe 10 years, I plan on retiring. And he sit across the dinner table from you. And he says, well, what can you offer me? What do you bring to the table? I am the table. Really? With 2 kids out of wedlock? Or you don't even have to have a kid. You might have had an STD, or you, I don't know. You're 30 and you got a body count of 30. That's supposed to be normal for me? Let me ask y'all ladies a question. You want your son dating a chick at 30 years old? She got a body count of 30? I saw a chick that said she's going to raise her son to cash at pretty girls. I said, I hope that father comes and takes that son and mushes her and removes that son from her custody. You remember I did the story about the chick that got mad that her baby daddy posted him and his new girl like out somewhere, and she took the video, the phone, and ran up on the baby that was asleep. Baby was like 1 year old, and slapped the baby. And they arrested her. Remember I did that story? And then she put out a statement saying, I didn't really want this baby. I want to put the baby up for adoption. How my grandma's too old. How about give the baby to the fucking father, you stupid smut? You tried to trap him. And you see, all this shit has become normalized. This dysfunction has become normalized. That's why I can't stand you kids. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to raise you. I'll lead by example. You know I don't like it. You know it's wrong. You know it's wrong. But you grew up in a household where your parents didn't care enough to tell you. So I'm not going to raise you. I'm just going to say that you're a funky idiot. And I don't care if you get hit by a bulldozer in a truck. Both. One to hit you in the coma and the other one to make sure your ass dead. Because I can't stand y'all. I'm dead serious. I can't stand y'all. Listen, it sounds brutal, and it is. But I know when to wave the white flag. There's no hope for y'all. There really isn't. I can do all the praying for y'all, but I don't want you around me. DIGGSTOWN. This is further proof that society's done. And I see it every day. I just saw a news article of a 12-year-old running around robbing and stealing people from people at like a train, like a metro area. And when they caught the person, everyone ID'd the person. It was first of all, it was a girl. They ID'd her. It was like, oh, she's 12. 12? Ball her up and throw her in the ocean, man. That's how I feel. G Tatted, my brother, salute to you. He says, Drew Titan, LLC, my OG, salute, man. Salute to you, good brother. Yes, sir. Where's her mama? And I bet you her mama come to the precinct like the cops did something wrong. Y'all always arresting people. I just saw another video before I got on live today. This woman beefing, guess why? This retired military veteran was going into his house and these dudes ran up to rob him and he shot their ass. And I know one of them died because his young mother was like, you did not have to shoot him. He was just trying to rob you. That was excessive force. Well, you know what? They're going to use their guns to protect themselves. It is your job to make sure you live. How do you live? Either A, don't rob somebody, or B, get a hold of a bulletproof vest. And that means nothing if you take it in between your eyes. I don't feel sorry for these kids. But what was alarming was this woman talking about it was excessive. He didn't have to do it. Man, shut up. You raised a bum. I saw another video a few years ago. These 3 kids was robbing this dude at a gas station. And 2 kids was going through his car. And the other kid had a gun out, and the dude was just, as a black dude, he was standing there with his hands up. And as soon as homie turned his head, he pulled out his pistol and shot dude. And dude fell. The other kids went off running. Guess what? They picked the right one that night. That was an off-duty cop. He just got off of a 12-hour shift. And he's getting robbed. It was all on video. He shot that little nigga. And what do you think his mom said? Said some stupid shit. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. Do you even know that that was not the appropriate thing to say about your son? That means you knew your son was out there getting it. And of course, when they go to her Facebook or whatever the fuck she was on, he's on in the mirror posting and throwing up gang signs with his ain't for nothing mother. I'm supposed to feel sorry for these people. Look, there's no rehab for them. You can't tell them anything. Again, this bitch on Instagram is going back and forth with me right now. I'm not reading what she says because it's irrelevant at this point. She's still talking to me. It's 2 days now. She's still talking to me. What she needs to know is that your parents failed. Your single mother failed you. Fuck your parents. Your single mama failed you. And you're really talking to me because I'm expressing my detest for some bitches twerking for a business that they don't own to drive traffic to this car dealership. And they want to wonder why the dealer is mad at them. And I'm saying he should fire their ass. Black women need to stop sexualizing yourself. We're over-sexualized as it is. And that goes historically. When they went and got us from the continent, these pink devils never saw dicks so big. When they got us from the continent, those pink devils never saw women with hips and titties and ass and flat stomachs like that. They never seen nothing like that. They breeded us like fucking cattle, and they sexed us like we were slaves, and we were. And today, what do they say about black men? What do they always say when other ethnicities talk about us? They talk about the size of our penises. Twerking, they talk about the size of a woman's butt. They used to joke about how big a woman's butt is. Now that everyone wants a big butt, getting BBLs. I'm seeing white women all over social media with tiny waists and big old asses. They didn't look like that. Now, why is it that when they look at us, we're oversexed and we got all this jewelry and we're the most ignorant of the bunch, but the world want to be us for some reason. But when you look at a Jewish person, what do you think of? Money and unity. Money and unity. Y'all don't hear me, and that's okay. We're doomed. Well, those motherfuckers is doomed. I'm not. I know better. I know better. Well, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Like the video, share the video. Go subscribe to me on Rumble. Go subscribe to my Patreon. I'm doing a Floyd Mayweather video. It's gonna air tomorrow. I was gonna put it up tonight, but I'm tired. I'm gonna air it tomorrow. I got a lot to say about him, and it's not for YouTube to hear. So all of these 5 people, man, you'll go to hell. I'm dead serious, man. That's just how I feel. All right, go to hell. Go to hell. Go straight to hell. And I hope all these kids that are born, they got grandparents that give a shit. But go to hell, man. I'm tired. I'm just tired of this. I'm exhausted, and there's no hope. So I could do right by expressing my detest towards it. If you listen, you listen. If you don't, groovy. I'm raising mines. I don't raise animals, oversexed, smut animals. I'm gonna raise boys with no dick control. It's abnormal to me. Get out of here. So y'all take it easy.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.